Hi everyone, thank you for joining me today. I am coming to you with another Halloween project. As you may have noticed, I am bringing out sort of a project every day. If you join me for the first one, hello. Yeah, and if you're new to it, you're coming in now, that's fine. I'm just coming on and doing a couple of different projects. There might be project shares, tutorials, hauls, crafting with me. So yeah, so I just want to use up some of my Halloween stash that I've been kindly gifted, and some stuff that I've bought myself. So I am going to make with you today a pizza box. Now, pizza boxes, like, were all the rage at one point. I know a lot of people were like buying them off Amazon and decorating them up, which is great. I know Steffi from Effie and Cards did a tutorial on how to make your own, which I did, and I did it as a teacher's gift for one of my children's teachers, and it was fab. It turned out great. But I'm going to show you a smaller scale pizza box. Now you can do these, you can do them 3x3, 4x4. I think, can you do 5x5? You might be able to do 5x5, maybe 4 3/4, maybe 4.5, because it all depends. Obviously you've got to take into consideration the depth of the box, and obviously you're going to run out of paper, because the highest we go is pretty much like 12 inches unless you're using like an A3 paper. So obviously you've got to make sure that you can work within that realm. So this one is going to be 3 1/4 by 3 1/4. So great for like a little treat box. Okay, so I am going to show you. I'm just picking up my scoreboard. Right, okay, so you're going to need a piece of cardstock that measures 9.5 by 5 1/4. Okay, and then you're going to score this at, once I can find my scoring tool. There we are. Okay, you're going to score this at, sorry, I've been working my measurements out. So I'm going to score this at 1, on the 9.5 inch side, you want to score it at 1, at 4 1/4, 5 1/4, and then 8.5. And then you want to flip it around on the 5 1/4 side, and you want to score it at 1 and 4 1/4. Okay, and that is the scoring. Okay, right then. So this card as well is from Stampin' Up. I think it's gorgeous grape colour, and I know you all know that I have problems with my trimmer, and at the minute now I'm getting wispy edges, which I really hate. So yeah, right, okay, so we want to fold all of our score lines. And like, you don't have to use cardstock. I'm using cardstock and decorating the top, but you could use paper if you wanted to. I know some paper out there that's like quite got quite a lot of GSM, so you know, paper would be okay for this as well. Depends what you put in there, obviously, how heavy you want it to be. Okay, so right, so see, these panels here are 3 1/4 by 3 1/4, and that one is 3 1/4 by 3 1/4, and then I've got my depth then at an inch. So like say, if you wanted to make say a 4x4 one with a depth of an inch, then what you would do is you'd score an inch. Obviously you'd calculate it, so you'd have an inch as your top. You would then add on however many inches you want your base to be. So say you wanted 4, then you would obviously score that at 5. You'd leave another inch, and then you'd have another panel, then a 4, and then you leave an inch so that you can score and have that. So then you equal those up. You add those up, and then that's what gives you your length, your length, your width, sorry, and then turn it around, and obviously you want it to be 4 across. Say if you wanted it to be 4 across, you just have to make sure that you've got your inches either side, so it will be 6. Okay, but this one is 3 1/4. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to check where I want my opening. So this comes over here like this. Okay, so I want a thumb notch in the top, and I'm just eyeballing this. I'm using one of my circle punches and just cutting out a half moon. Okay, so then we want to do some cutting, and I'm really annoyed because I don't know what I've done with my snips, my paper snips. I hate cutting with long scissors. Right, so concentrate on your middle ones first. So your middle ones, you want to cut up the score line to this score line here. So you want to cut up here and up here. So you want to make yourself a tab, okay? So you want to cut and cut, and you want to just wedge some of that out just to take out the bulk. And because I'm using these rubbish scissors, I can't see how much I'm taking out, so I've got bits, you know. And then you want to do the same on the other side. Take out your wedges. Got a little, oh, glue just fell on the floor. This is just because I'm using long scissors, so bear with me. I'll tidy that up now. Okay, so you've got that in the middle. Okay, so that's going to join there like that, and then you want to cut these as well on the ends. So you just want to cut up this score line, take a notch out, and then just take a little slither off there. Take a little slither off there, cut up on this side. In. See, it doesn't cut up far enough. Bear with me, I tend to talk to myself when I'm crafting, sorry. Right, so that's the bottom bit, yeah, so that's the bottom bit. And then the top bit then does the same thing, that goes across to there. So you want to cut up this score line. You want to wedge in. And then you want to take off a little bit of that. Do the same here, and you may have seen these tutorials are out there on YouTube, so I'm just, like I say, just doing a couple of projects with you, just so I can use up some of my nice Halloween goodies. And then pull that off there. Okay, so move all that over to there. So we've got all of our flaps here. Okay, so what do I tend to do first? Right, no, what I want to do first is I want to mat my insides, okay? Now, I have picked some paper out of the Doodlebug collection, Pumpkin Party, okay? So I have got, what have I got? So I've got this sort of checkered pattern here, and that's going to go there, okay? So I'm going to take off, oh, I can't take, I'll have to do it with my nails, which I hate doing, but there we are. So I've prepped everything ready. This measures 2 3/4 by 2 3/4, but again, it's personal preference as to what you want your papers to be. Now you can cover, you know, like with the large sort of pizza boxes, they cover the sides and that. I'm not going to do that today. But by all means, you know, you do what you want to do. So this is my bottom. So that's just going to stick there like that. Then I've got a top piece here. I want to make sure now this is the right one. Yes, I got one for the top, yeah. So this one again is 2 3/4 by 2 3/4. Okay. Makes it that much harder when you don't burnish after you've taped down. Makes it that much harder for the sticky tape to come off. So if you're having a problem with that, just burnish it over with your bone folder. And it should be a bit easier to pick up. And obviously I don't recommend just doing it with your nails. No wonder my nails are wrecked. So, okay. So I'm going to pop this here, like that. Okay, and then I've got a little sentiment that I have stamped using my stamp set. And I've backed it onto some of this paper here, and I've got a classic label punch, and I've just punched that out, and then I just cut around that then, so that it gave it a little bit of background. So all I'm going to do with this is glue it in. Once I find my glue, which is dropped on the floor. And then you want that facing you, because this is how the recipient is going to receive it. Again, you can decorate that bit however you want. You can put enamel dots on. I'm just leaving it like this because I like the simpleness of it. Okay, so now we can assemble the top once it's assembled. That's not a major. Again, you can do all of this while it's unfolded, or you can do it while it's up. It's no problem. So let's get our box together. So first off, let's put some glue. So you want some glue on your tabs. Now I tend to use liquid glue because I think it holds a lot better and gives you a little bit of wiggly room. So I'm going to pull that up there. So do your tabs on the back side of your tabs, and then you want to pull that up to the other side, and then just sort of put that over there. Hold that there for a second because it's wet glue. And then you want to do the same, and that bottom comes up there. And hold that there in place for a little bit. And then what I do is I just come in here and sort of mush that down. Mush that side down. Okay, so they are down. Any liquid, I'm not so bad with this glue because it dries clear anyway, so we're okay on that one. What I'm going to do then is I'm going to do these tops. So again, back side, need some glue, not a lot, don't want it oozing out everywhere. And then do exactly the same, bring that up and that across, stick that down there, bring that up and across, stick that down there. Again, smooch, I like that word, it's cool. And I love this colour paper, my favourite. Right, and then you want these middle tabs go into the bottom here. Now they can go in the top, it's entirely up to you. If you put them in the top though, you do get a little bit of bulk because this bit comes over the top. So if I were you, I would just do them to the bottom. So that's what I'm going to do. So again, you just need a bit of glue on your tabs. And this, joining these up is a little bit trickier, but it's okay, it's manageable. What I tend to try and do is get them in, bend this back if you can. Get them both in. And then get one side done first. And because it's liquid glue, it gives you just that little bit of time you need to sort of get it into place before it dries. Okay, I'm happy with that. And again, smooch down, And there you have it. It's your pizza box, and that's inside. And then these flaps then come over the top, and hopefully your box closes nice and snug. Okay, there you have it, your pizza box. Now what I tend to do is, if I've got any corners or anything, I just tend to try and tidy them up. Bits that I've missed, sort of, you know, when I've been cutting, if I've got stupid scissors like I have. So it's just bits that you can't see, really. It's just me being petty. Okay, and that is that. So that's, so you've got your thumb notch there that opens up. Okay, and again, like I say, you can decorate these sides if you want to, entirely your choice. I am not going to do that today. I'm going to decorate the top now. I'm going to put a piece of matte black cardstock on the top there. So that measures 3 by 3 because this is 3 1/4 by 3 1/4. So I'm just going to again take this all off here. Take this off here, and then see, I messed up a little bit here. I ripped the cardstock. What I'm going to do is, what I did was when I was pulling the tape on, you know, sometimes when you, hang on a minute. When you pull it across and then rip it. Well, I have been using this because this is a godsend. But for that one, I missed it completely and it ripped up the cardstock, but it's okay. So that goes on there like that. So I'm just going to line this up a second. Okay. So it just gives that a contrasting colour. And then I've got, excuse me, sorry, a piece of the pattern paper, which is the Pumpkin Party from Doodlebugs. I've inked around the edge with like a lime green ink that I've got. It's Stampin' Up! Ink, it is. But I've just inked around the edge with that. And then what I'm going to do is I've put that on sticky dots. I'm going to pop that up on top, and then I'm going to decorate the front then like that. So I'm going to use this and decorate this up now. So all I'm doing, basic decorations. Again, I've inked around the edge with the lime green with this. I'm just going to put some glue. I am going to get my glue out of the way. Off center that slightly. Okay, and then I've got this little heart here, which is from Steffi. She kindly gifted us some Halloween stuff, so I thought I'd use this because it went with the collection. I'm not actually sure whether it's from Pumpkin Party, but it goes cute with it, so I thought I would use that. So I've popped this up. Again, I've inked around the edges. Just take the tape off that. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to don't want to cover anything. There we are. Use that like that. Okay, so that's the decoration. Very simple. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use some enamel dots, I think. Where's my enamel dots gone? I'm going to use some orange. Just because it's a Halloween colour. So I'm going to pop a, what have I got here? Where's my pointy tool? See, I'm losing everything now. I've seen people using these, but I can't seem to get them off properly with these. I'm frightened of stabbing myself. So I'm going to pop maybe a big one there. And a big one there and a small one as well. See what I mean? Not very good, is it? Like that. Okay, so that just gives it a little bit of colour. I could use my Wink Stella, actually. I probably will use my Wink Stella because I love this stuff. And what I'm going to do is, what shall I do? Colour in the star. And the pumpkin bags. Or shall I colour in the whole of the heart? Maybe I'll colour in the whole of the heart. I don't know if you can see that, whether the camera picks it up. It's just got a little bit of shine in it. Okay, and that's that. And then what I'm going to do is just going to take it off the backing. As quickly as I possibly can, because this backing stuff never comes off, does it? Tell you what, since I started growing my nails, they don't have come in handy for them now. I don't know what I'd do without them now. I used to, terrible habit, used to bite my nails terrible, but when I started my channel, I had to stop because, like, you obviously don't want to see bitten fingernails. And since I have, usually I can stop, and then what I'll do is I'll start again. Something stresses me out and I'll just start again. But I've stopped and I haven't gone back to it now, but it's because I know that I'm videoing, even though my nails are in a state. Look at them, they need painting. So yes, so we're going to pop that on top of that. Just, let me center it now, make sure. Sorry if my head or anything is in the way. Pop that inside there, like that. And there is your pizza box. And like I say, you can decorate the edge. You could also, I have done others where you could also sort of, I don't know if you wanted to, I don't think this is big enough, but you can sort of tie a bit of ribbon or something over the top. Entirely up to you how you want to do it. But yeah, I really like them. They're so cute. And like I say, inside then you can pop in some of the Haribo stuff, or so a lollipop, or some candy, or bits of ribbon sample. You know, anything you want to, anything. And it's a nice little size, it's cute. And I adore cute little projects. And it closes very lovely, snug, nice. And like I say, you can make these in all different sizes. And again, you can decorate the sides. Don't know, I really like the paper cardstock, so I probably will leave it. But yeah, that is my pizza box. So I hope you've enjoyed this. Please give me a big thumbs up if you did. And like I say, I'm hoping to do, obviously I'm going to be doing more. I'll try and get a giveaway or two in between as well. Some of the stuff that I'm making is to go out for Happy Mail, see, so yeah, but keep with me and I will sort of see if we can get some giveaway Halloween stuff before Halloween actually comes. So yeah, so I'm going to walk over onto my camera again and turn you off. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you again in my next video. Bye!